Hey guys, today we're learning about reoccurring and terminating decimals. This is needed for your Australian Year 8 maths curriculum. And if you can do everything that I show you in this video today, you'll be on your way to getting an A. It's a pretty simple video today. We'll be going over 3 parts. First, what is a decimal? Second, terminating decimals. They're pretty simple, you know them already. And third, reoccurring decimals and what that means. And then after that, we'll recap and make sure you understand everything. So what is a decimal? It's that dot at the end of a number. So if we have 73, decimal 45. These are kind of what you call the decimals, the numbers after the decimal. Now, this digit here, the 4, actually has greater value or greater place value than the digit 5 here, because the further we go to the right, the less place value these digits will have. But it doesn't make this 73 any smaller. And this is an example of a terminating decimal. It's a decimal that has a definite end. So if I just write something like 0.52, that's terminating. And our terminating doesn't really make sense until you know what a recurring decimal is. Now, a recurring decimal is, say we have a fraction, 1/3. That fraction, when you try to write it as a decimal, looks a little something like this. 0.3333333, and it goes forever and ever and ever. Now, this is a recurring decimal because it keeps coming up, it recurs. But we can also change how we write this. So let's get rid of these infinite amount of 3's and just leave 1 for us. Now, if I put a nice little dot above this 3 here, that represents that this 3 goes forever, and it's a recurring decimal. So recurring decimals are not terminating, and terminating decimals are not recurring. And the majority of your recurring decimals will come from an untidy fraction, so a fraction with pretty poor numbers. Like if I have 1/7, that's equal to 0.142857. And another 142,857, 142,857. And that 142,857 goes on forever, just like our 3 here. Now we can get rid of most of that and representing that in the recurring form. So to do that, we get rid of all of our repetitions, all the way to that 7. And instead of just doing a dot over one number, because we can see it's this series of 6 numbers, 142,857, that is recurring. So we're going to put a bar or a line over the top. And now that means that this series of 14287 repeats infinitely. Now that is a recurring number. So let's recap over our terminating and recurring decimals and what they mean. Remember, decimals, it's this dot here that has some numbers after it, generally means like a fraction less than 1. They can go forever if we really want. This digit 4 has a place value greater than this digit 5. And the further we go that way, the less the place value of our digits. And we have terminating decimals, which are ones that have a definite end, like this 73.45, doesn't go forever. 0.52, that's terminating, it doesn't go forever. However, our 1/3, or our 0.3 all the way out, remember this dot means that that goes forever and ever and ever. That's recurring. And our 1/7, just here, 142,857, 142,857, so on and so on and so on. We just put that bar over there because it's recurring. So that is terminating and recurring decimals. If you can remember that, you'll be able to get an A in your Australian Year 8 maths curriculum. If you learned anything in this video today, please leave me a like. Otherwise, comment and ask for a video on a different topic. If you don't want to do that, I do have a tutoring service. Visit my page, you can find a link there. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.